First, let me say that I've known Ed for several years, going back to when I was a newly elected council member assigned to the Parks and Recreation Commission, which Ed was serving on at the time. And the Parks and Rec Commission did some really, really good work, notably on the excellent master plan. And one reason was Ed's consistent thoughtfulness and sensibility, which you just heard a bunch of this evening. He's just a really competent, capable, and sensible person. And he later brought that to the Planning and Transportation Commission, and now hopefully the City Council, and potentially one of these days as mayor. But that's what you get with Ed. And I'm going to suggest that in a time as unsettled and hard to predict as we're in right now, that's exactly what you want most in local government. In every election, you have a certain number of council candidates with a lot of passion for one single issue. But what you get with Ed is somebody with the experience and intellectual bandwidth to feel a lot of different things. Because what's really clear, Ed used the word pivot, what's really clear is we're going to get a lot of curveballs. What new things are we going to face both before and after there's a vaccine? Are people going to go back to their physical office, or are we in permanent Zoom? How will this affect medium and long-term city finances and city services and housing and local businesses and traffic and parking and safe routes to school and parks and rec? What direction is our whole country going to take after November? We don't know these things yet. But what you get with Ed is somebody who will tackle today's trending problem and do a good job on it, and then tackle the next one tomorrow and do a good job on that one, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that. And that is why Ed's been endorsed by people across the ideological spectrum in Palo Alto, because everybody knows that you can count on Ed to bring intelligence, wisdom, competence, good judgment, and an absence of drama to the City Council, just as he did on the commissions. Good local government matters, especially now, and we'll have a better council with Ed on it than without. I term out in 2 years. I'd like to leave a council that's in a good place, and having Ed on it will make a difference. And that's why, if you can, you ought to consider contributing to Ed's campaign as I have. Write a check, post a lawn sign, volunteer, or just tell your friends. As far as money goes, these campaigns don't take millions of dollars the way that assembly and state senate races do, at least not yet. And that's a good thing. But the reality is they're not free. Typical council campaign costs somewhere between $30,000 and $60,000. And while the best campaigns raise this mostly from a large number of small donors, there's at least one candidate in the current council race who's already raised over $50,000 from professional real estate interests alone. And yet, the small donations really can compete with that, especially with a strong candidate like Ed. They really do add up. They matter. By the way, large donations help too. So if you can, consider making an investment in Ed's candidacy. Consider an investment towards good local government in Palo Alto, which we rely on, and which has never been more important than it is today. Thank you very much for attending this event tonight and listening. Good night, best wishes, and may all of us stay healthy.